I'm saddened today because I learned that one of my clients who is struggling with school, the district attorney's office decided to no charge this client, meaning that they weren't going to pursue this client for truancy because this client is above the age of 16. Now, granted, this client's a sophomore in high school and still has a lot left, and it's unfortunate.
This struggle got purpose and we grow. So whatever role we have to take next, all I need to know is that we'll roll with the punches.
Alright, fam, another day of life, another day daily. So blessed, y'all, to be having another conversation. Here we are, just living out another day. We got the opportunity to live another day, and I don't ever take it for granted, y'all. I don't ever take it for granted. It's something that I say every day at the beginning of the show, just to remind myself and remind you that life is so fragile, and that it can be taken from us, our family members, our friends, at any point, y'all, at any point. And as I said on yesterday's show, the goal is for me to helping other people, and therapy is to squeeze the most out of this one life we are given, while also helping people work through their struggles and find those skills. It's all about trying to get the most out of it so the struggles don't take over and just consume you, y'all. And here we are, just spending another day, just driving around doing community therapy, just doing all the things that we do. And so excited that you're able to join us. Thank you for continuing to ride along. We appreciate you so much. And let's go ahead and get started today, y'all. So sit back, put on your seatbelts, and enjoy this ride around doing community therapy. Alright, fam, I'm saddened today because I learned that one of my clients who is struggling with school, the district attorney's office decided to no charge this client, meaning that they weren't going to pursue this client for truancy because this client is above the age of 16. Now, granted, this client's a sophomore in high school and still has a lot left, and it's unfortunate because I believe the Truancy Court is such a valuable resource. It's got leverage that moms and dads and myself and school principals, and we just don't have the leverage that the Truancy Court has, the judge has. I've been involved in my fair share of truancy cases, and it's a valuable resource. And so I take that as I've got to continue to partner with the district attorney's office, with the Truancy Court, and help them find ways to continue to charge these kids with truancy, because school is not over until their senior year, when there's no more time. I get it, it's a legislative thing. The state of Kansas has certain rules where kids can drop out, I believe at like 16 and a half, which I think is too young, and with their parents' permission, and I think that's too young. think there's still a lot of things that could be worked out in the year and a half that they have dropped out, where it's unfortunate that it's a life-altering decision. So this makes me want to just do the school refusal that much more, school refusal program that much more, because the window where we can really have a big influence on those kids that are really struggling with school is shortened. It's shortened. A lot of times we think till we have to the senior year, and we don't even really have that long, y'all. We don't have that long. So if you're a parent of a child that's refusing school, and your child is in elementary school, middle school, the early years of high school, don't sit on that school refusal. Don't sit on it, because time will run out where you won't have the resources available to you to be able to try to help your child stay in school. So I'm bummed today, y'all. I am bummed because I really want this client to finish high school. I think it's just I know in our modern technology day world, I know you Gen Zers out there, you think that you don't need a high school education. What's the point? But until our culture changes, our culture still really values a high school education. It really leaves a lot of doors open if you get that high school education, and it closes a lot of doors if you don't get it. All right, fam. Here's things that make you go, I was on a walk with the client, and I started thinking about therapy, because we've talked a lot about therapy lately, and always talk with clients, and just very interested in why do they engage in therapy. And I started thinking about myself, and just right now, to be honest with you, as I've talked about all week, I'm just crawling to vacation. I'm out of energy. My brain is kind of locked up. I just feel like I'm in quicksand, and I want to give you more, but it's just not there. And I've got this idea that when I'm on vacation, and when I'm in the pool, when I'm just laying around, soaking in the sun, when I'm at the beach, like, that is going to provide me space. It's going to provide me an opportunity to distance myself from everyday life, right? And I'm going to be able to hopefully re-energize, recoup, and but then it's going to allow myself to my brain to start kind of working again, and to start being creative, and ideas to flow, and motivation and excitement to come back. And that's what vacation does, right? That's what vacation does. It gives us a way to kind of separate ourselves from everyday life, to kind of be in a different place, to kind of then come back and do everyday life, right? And I think in a lot of ways, that's what therapy does. That's what therapy does for clients. I always tell clients, I'm here as a non-judgmental person. I'm not going to ever judge or criticize or shame you. Like, therapy is about coming to a safe space and just trying on life. Just trying to figure out life. It's a space. It's a space that you can distance yourself from life, to be able to kind of work through some things in life, so that you can go back into life and hopefully overcome some of those struggles. So it's very interesting how I kind of made that comparison between therapy, right, and being able to distance yourself in therapy, distance yourself from life, because during day-to-day life, you're too much in it that you can't really be outside of it enough to go, oh yeah, that's what needs to happen. And I think the same thing is true on vacation. Same thing is true on vacation. Vacation gives you that space. So I'm looking forward to my therapy next week when I go to Panama. I really feel good about this. I'm going to get time just to really just be able to put my brain to rest and my body to rest and just be able to have that space, y'all. Have that space. So, if you can't get away in vacation, therapy may be a good spot for you. It may be a good spot to separate yourself from life, to be able to try on finding ways to deal with life, y'all. Fam, that's all for today. That's all, folks. Like I said, I'm crawling to vacation, and I'm just not gonna push it much more today. I hope you have a big smile on your face, lots of love in your heart, and see you again tomorrow. On track, now we on way up. W's as easy as a layup.